man, so welcome back to a new video. I wrote a song for my girlfriend. I was very nervous to release it at first. I wrote it just for my girlfriend, but I really liked this song, so I was like, maybe I have to share this with the world. So I did. I'm sharing it with the world right now. You're the world. Hey, you look great. I have the project right in front of me, and I just want to talk about the song for a while. Like, how did I write it? How did I produce it? What's going on and all these like interesting things that you can see here. Basically nerd talk. Let's get nerdy about music. Love it. This song started on an acoustic guitar. I rented a cabin in the woods for about a week with the goal to write different songs. Day 2 or 3, I'm like, okay, I want to make a song that feels like this environment. Woods, a campfire, or maybe like autumn forest vibes. I don't know. I remember sitting on a couch like this, and then all of a sudden I played this. And I was like, oh, that sounds nice. Let's add some more guitar. Sounds like a song. So those guitars, you can see them right here. So the orange bars are the guitars. Crispy, I like it. So naturally when you hear this, it's like, I know, right? But I didn't want to go there right at the start. I can add it like a kick drum. Oh yeah, baby, 4 to the floor. This is already such a vibe. It's just like a kick and a guitar. And you're like, all right, we left the station. We're going somewhere. I had this chord progression. I had this vibe going. And I was like, I like this. What do I want to write about? At this moment of realization, like a small cabin in the woods, I was all alone by myself. What am I doing? I have this job where I leave home and leave my girlfriend very often. All because I want to be a musician. So it's like, I want to write a song for her that she can listen to whenever I'm gone. It's going to say like, hey, no matter what, no matter where I am, we are gonna be okay. I started like getting into that mindset, and all of a sudden I wrote these lyrics. I know I've been working late, it's kinda hard to be someone I'll be proud of, somebody with a dream. I'll call you when I'm on my way, you're probably fast asleep, so I'll listen to your voicemail on repeat. So I wrote that, and I was like, okay, this is very honest and direct. Love it. No, but this is, I mean, jokes aside, this is kind of how I feel. It's like I'm admitting to her, I know I've been working late, but it's hard to be proud of yourself. Do you guys have that too? I do have that. So I work a lot trying to fill that void. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of days are like that. I've been in the studio until late, or I've been like on stage until late, and I'm driving home and she'll be asleep already. So it's voicemail. So back to the song. I had this and I was like, I love where this is going. Where are we going next? Obviously we need a pre-chorus. The guitar and drums are just like little shaker. Just gives it more groove than this. Like a big tom. I really love that sound. It's just like an extra stomp kick or something. It just helps. It helps like building. And then what is interesting, I didn't use any bass here. So up until the first chorus, there's no bass. So in the chorus, it's like, whoa. So what else did I add? Let's see. We have some chords going on. So the pre-chorus, it's like building slowly. You have some nice piano chords. Play along with the guitar. Woo. Just nice stuff, you know? It's like it's fleshing out a little bit more. Then you have this cool guitar. This is like a clean chord. Yeah. Little out of tune. Let's make it real. And then some weird layer to make it less obvious that it's out of tune, I think. But if you play that together, it sounds really great. But I was listening to this and I was like, there's still some space like in the high. So I asked Berend, a guy who plays guitar in my band, to play some like country western guitars. You know, if I play this for you, you know immediately what I mean. Oh, that's so good. And if you listen to that in context, listen to this. Hey! Love it. Now we have a pre-chorus. So lyrically, I was like, where do we go? What do I want to say? And I remember sitting in a cabin in the woods being like, okay, 2014, the Lumineers, Mumford & Sons, acoustic guitars, ka-ding-a-dang-a-ding-a-dang kind of song. So we need like a whoa, whoa, whoa. All these songs have like a good whoa. That's the first thing I did in the pre.
And oh,
Hey.
I know that it gets tough when I'm not there to hold you close. And oh, I know that it ain't much, but I'll sing a song to let you know.
I love that lyric because it's so simple and it sets up the chorus perfect. And it's also literally what I wanted to write and say to her. I'm writing a song to make up for all the times I'm gone. Easy way out, dude. But I think it's really cool because it's just, I'll sing this song to let you know. It invites you to sing along and pay attention to the chorus, which then comes after this. Okay, let's look at the drums first. The chorus starts, so the drums need to like get some more energy. So now we're going for the stomp clap loop to give it that energy. Shaker, tambourine, all like pretty obvious stuff. And I used samples for this, but I looked for the most acoustic sounding ones. And maybe this is interesting to some of you. I layered this kick, which is like a pretty normal kick, with a bunch of stomps. And it's like, there's like a different sample everywhere, so it feels more real. I mean, if you're a real drummer, you don't have to do stuff like this. But hey, I can't drum, so I do stuff like this. I chop up samples and make a cool drum beat. Hey, 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 hey. I was like, okay, we need more. So I added this layer of claps, which just does like on the beat. What did I do? I added some like distortion to it and then some reverb, so it sounds dry. Sounds pretty terrible. Then we have the verb and everything. Drums. Hey! All of a sudden it starts breathing, it's alive. So naturally we're going into the chorus, we need some cool effects. And this is my favorite effect. I made it myself. It's like me a bunch of times saying, hey! With some reverb, and if you add that to the drums, chorus is gonna be big. And then this is the first time the bass is introduced, and the bass is just very straightforward. It's kind of like what you would play if you would sing this song at a campfire. Like real instruments. As you can see, this is something I've tried to do more and more. This bass is like, I think it's like one take. I played the song twice and then I picked like the best part. So it's very human. I didn't edit it too much. It really adds to the vibe of it. Because the drums, I mean, I try to make them sound acoustic, but they're very produced and like perfectly. The bass is like a little more human. It's cool. So we have like the drums and the bass. Everything is going all out. It's like a chord riser. How does that sound in context? So basically, the acoustic guitars keep playing. What's going on? There's like a melody or something. I forgot about this. Sometimes you record something while you come up with the song during like making the demo, and then it sounds so good with that layer that you keep it. Let me say this, these guitars sound a little bit crappy if I say so myself. I play them, it's okay for me to say it. Which adds to this vibe of being like real, playing in the moment, cabin in the woods, campfire music vibe. And this just adds like a little bit of roughness to it that makes it cooler. And then I layered all these things with a ukulele, which sounds terrible by itself. It's just, it sounds too happy. In context, it adds like some sort of cool sparkle. And then these piano hits. It's like a piano and then the low octaves go like... Yeah! Listen to that with the drums. So it's like two main things going on. The chords by the guitars, then you have like the bass line and the piano, which is playing like the same line, and then I dubbed that with like a guitar that I called Cowboy Boots. So this is probably gonna sound like a Western guitar. Oh! Make it a little cool. We have a chorus. It's working. It's like, it feels very big. All we need is some lyrics. I wrote this.
We gon' be okay. I will find a way. As long as we get there, I won't lose my faith. And there's a remedy in this melody. It's only getting better. Just gotta have some faith. And we gon' be okay. We gon' be okay.
A lot is happening. I just let it play to the post chorus because that was too nice to stop. But let me see. I have the original voice memo of this, I think.
We will be okay. I will find a way. As long as we're together, I won't lose my faith. There's a remedy in this melody. It's only getting better. Just gotta have some faith. We'll be
Just imagine me sitting alone in a cabin in the woods writing that. So sad. And it turned into something that's like a shouty anthem. I love that. It's more hopeful now. So yeah, what's going on? We have the chorus. The lead vocal sounds really cool.
We gon' be okay. I will find a way. As long as we're together, I won't lose my faith. And there's a
You know, cool. The backing vocals, I made them sound like a little roomy, verby 2014 Lumineers Mumford & Sons vibe, you know?
we gon' be okay. I will find a way. As long as we're together, I won't lose my faith. And
There's this cool harmony going on the first line.
we gon' be okay. I will find a way. As
It
long
makes it feel like huge. And then out of the chorus, we have like these two hits, boom, boom, post chorus, and it's like the okay.
we gon' be okay. Gonna be okay.
Super high also.
Gonna be okay.
So we have the post chorus. It's like it gets even bigger. The piano starts playing some chords. You know, just like layers to fill it out. There's like this cool organ going on. Love that, love that. Bringing back some of the swells. Just to fill out the high regions. And then there's this cool guitar coming in called Dirt Road. I named that Dirt Road. So that's going on, and then this is, I think this is my most proudest sound. Sounds like shit, but in context. I used to record stuff like this with a pizza knife, but now I bought this. You get the guitar. Still need to learn how to play this a little bit better, I think, but it gives that cool vibe. So we're going into verse 2. The drums cool down a little bit. Everything cools down a little bit. Make space for the vocal, for the story. It's like a few layers that stays, just the strum, a little bit of electric guitar, a little bit of bass, and the drums take it. You know, kind of like easy going. We're just gonna keep going. It's good vibes. Hey, did I hear the chorus again? Yes, you did. But first, let's look at verse 2. Verse 2 needs to be a little bit different because I feel like if we have like a whole another exactly same melody as verse 1 and then the pre, it's gonna be boring. So I was like, what if we just skip the pre and get to the chorus straight away? You know, don't bore us. Let's get to the second chorus. And also, the verse melody should like change up a little bit. First, we have something similar, we know as a listener, and then it changed into something cool. So the only thing that was left was to write it, and I came up with this.
I know I've been gone a lot, saying a 9 to 5, but the songs I'm writing nowadays, they're gonna change our lives. And I've been giving all it takes, so it'll be one of these days. Baby, just believe me when I say we gon' be okay.
I love that last part. start. It's kind of like similar as I'll sing this song and let you know, and then the chorus starts. Introduces the first line of the chorus so well. Baby, just believe me when I say we gonna be okay. Am I very excited about my own music? Yes. Is that a bad thing? No. No, definitely not. Lyrically, it's like, I haven't gone a lot. Working. Staying a 9 to 5. I make longer hours. But the songs I'm writing nowadays are gonna change our lives. To me, this is kind of like, I love this kind of like narrative of the working musician. Getting a career in music is very hard. You have to be delusional to the point where you are the only person who believes in you. The only person who's believing that the songs that you're writing nowadays are gonna change your life. I am Simon and also delusional. I honestly believe that I can write songs that are gonna change the life of my girlfriend and me. And this is what I'm saying. I love it when I hear lyrics like this and I was like, I want to write something like that myself. And it's also a little bit funny. This is what every musician would say to their partner, even if they're not making it, or even if they're just like doing nothing at all. They would still say, "How the songs I'm writing nowadays." It's so delusional that you just look at it like, hey, I believe I can do it. I'm gonna put in the work and then it's gonna happen. Also, I believe that that's possible. Let's just clip this video and come back to it in like 5 to 10 years and see what I did with my life. And then the last line is, baby, just believe me when I say, to like round it out and be like, okay, I know this sounds kind of like, I'm not sure, but just believe me when I say, we're gonna be okay. And then I really like how the melody builds up. So the melody changes, there's like this cool harmony going on.
And I've been giving all it takes, so it'll be one of these days. Baby, just believe me when I say.
Cool, we're back in the chorus. The chorus is the same as the first time. That's why it's the chorus. Added like this cool violin loop. And then we go into the post-chorus again. We have like all the cool guitars and stuff going on. And then we hit the bridge. And then up until this moment, I was like, okay, what are we gonna do now? Do we want a bridge? Like, I kind of don't want to do a bridge. I thought, what could we do for like a different part or maybe a bridge? And I was like, hey, wait a second. We had that pre-chorus that we only used once. What if we do that again? But then a little different, a little smaller, like there's a point where everything kind of like rests in the song and then it builds back up to the chorus. It makes sense. And I was like, hey, what if we flip the lyrics? Because right now, the chorus, like, we're gonna be okay, I will find a way, it's me singing to her. What if I write a lyric where it flips? So in the bridge, it's like, and sometimes I find it hard, but I know everything's gonna be alright when you call and tell me we're gonna be okay. So you know, like, both are aboard on this, like, weird situation of somebody trying to become a musician. But that's what I try to write here. I changed them, like, very subtly. Oh, I know that it gets tough when you're not here to hold me close, you know? But I know that it's enough when you call me up to let me know we gonna be okay, I will find a way. You know, it has a lot of impact when somebody in your corner, could be a girlfriend or a mom or dad or friend, whatever, believes in you and like supports you. It means a lot if somebody does that. I know that it's enough when you call me up to let me know. Just calling me up and saying, hey, we're gonna be okay, you do you, go for your dream. That gives you like a whole new energy to like keep going.
But oh, I know that it's enough when you call me up to let me know we gonna be okay. I will find a way. As long as we together, I won't lose my faith. There's a remedy.
And the chorus hits so nice here. The energy of this song flows so good. This is just something that you want to put on, and every time the chorus hits, you're like, whoa, yeah, let's go. This is a chorus. I forgot to show you something really cool. There's this like shouty, hey. It sounds great, and it's like it's introduced in like the first post-chorus, and then in the second post-chorus it hits again, and then in this chorus there's this like beautiful space between the chorus lyrics. It goes like,
We gonna be okay. I will find a way. As long as we.
I mean, and that works so good if you play that with the drums.
We gonna be okay. I will find a way. As long as we together.
This helps the chorus like feel bigger than previously because there's more information going on to keep you hooked. And then we have a last outro.
We gonna be okay. We gonna be okay.
Do you hear that sound? Do you hear that sound? Where's that thing? Hey, that sounds pretty cool. That also adds like a whole human vibe to it. More like high information because it's kind of like so it opens up the song, it makes it breathe even more. Then the last chord, I just like that it ends on a minor chord. It feels very like Also with the we're gonna be okay, you know? And then kind of like a mysterious chord, like, are we gonna be okay? Yeah, we are gonna be okay. But are we gonna be okay? So yeah, this is a song. Wrote it for my girlfriend. Now it's out in the world. Hopefully it can mean something to you, or you can send it to somebody you love and it can mean something to you both. I grew up during like the internet hustle culture era. So I watched all the YouTubers, I watched all the morning routines, I tried all the morning routines, I read every self-help book. I was convinced that if you have a big dream, you need to sacrifice everything for that. Everything in order to achieve that goal. Sure, you would have more time to spend on your dream, so you might reach this level of fame or success or money quicker. But at the end of the day, when the work's done and you go home, what's gonna make you happy? What makes me happy? What do I want to do during my waking hours? For me, that's making music, spending time with loved ones. And if I balance that out correctly, I think I will be very happy. Not if I try to grind out an unhealthy amount of working hours. If you have a dream, go for it. Be prepared to work, but don't neglect yourself, your relationships, the things that make your heart feel good. If your heart's not in it, it's not gonna work long term. I feel very wise right now. Maybe you should write a book. Just gonna end it here. I hope you learned something from this video. I hope you enjoyed this time hanging out. That's it for today. Do more of what you love. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.